In case of emergency, this is the plenary hall exit plan. For guests situated at the rostrum, the nearest exits are at the north and south rostrum. For occupants at the first floor and front rows of the VIP gallery, the north, south, and main entrance exits are available. For occupants at the VIP gallery, the main entrance and north and south VIP exits are available. For occupants at the second floor gallery, there are exits available at both sides. For occupants at the third floor gallery, there are available exits at the east and west sides.
This session is called to order. My esteemed colleagues, you are requested to stand for the singing of the national anthem.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisilil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong tughang, may nilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nakikinig. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng waraming pagsikat, buhay ay langit sa piling ko. Aming ligaya dapat may mga ating at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
May request team colleagues to remain standing for prayers to be led by Congressperson 1st District of Sorsogon, Representative Marie Bernadette G. Escudero. Proceed.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of God, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. As we come together this afternoon, let us take a moment to reflect on the purpose that brings us here. We all come from different walks of life, with different beliefs and perspectives, yet we share a common goal: to serve the Filipino people with integrity and care. In this spirit, I ask that we open our hearts to understanding and our minds to wisdom. May our discussions today be guided by respect, patience, and a genuine desire to do what is right for those we represent. Let us remember the responsibility we hold and the impact of our decisions on the lives of so many. May we approach our work with humility and a sincere commitment to fairness and justice. Above all, let us strive to work together in a way that honors our shared humanity and the values we all cherish: kindness, honesty, and a commitment to the greater good. This we pray in Jesus' name, amen.
Maraming salamat, Congressperson Marie Bernadette G. Escudero, 1st District of Sorsogon. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we call the roll of members.
Secretary General is directed to call the roll of members, please.
Roll call of members. Honorable Representatives Abalos, Abante, Abunda, Acharon, Asidre, Acop, Adyong, Advincula, Agaraw, Alba, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Angara, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Arrogancia, Asistio, Ataide, Omentado, Balindong, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Baskub, Bautista, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernos, Billones, Beron, Bolilia, Bondok, Bongalon, Bordado, Bosita, Briones, Brosas, Buhain, Bulut Begtang, Bustos, Cabredo, Cagas, Kahayon Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campos, Kawagdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro Franz, Castro Jean, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chungalao, Ko Angelica Natasha, Ko Elizaldi, Ko Pilar, Cojuangco Jaime Eduardo Mark, Cojuangco Mark, Colada, Colliantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Cua, Quaresma, Dagook, Dalipe, Dalog, Dayanghirang, Daza, De Jesus, Divinesia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Los Santos, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Dimaporo City Amina, Dionisio, Domingo, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Ecleo, Emano, Enverga, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Udela, Farinas, Fernandez, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Juliet Marie, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Galeos, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo Jan, Garcia Vincent, Guardiola, Garin, Gasataya, Gato, Goed Christopher, Gomark, Goles, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Sandro, Godiseta, Wico, Gintu, Gulias, Gutierrez, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera, Oribata, Javier, Ko Olga R, Ko Ricardo, Ko Wilton, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lakson, Lakson Noel, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sani, Lara, Lazatin, Lee, Ligarda, Libanan, Lim Kaichong, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Makapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Magsino, Malapitan, Mangawang, Manikis, Manuel, Maranyon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariano Hernandez, Marinho, Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miguel, Momo, Morden, Nava, Nisay, Nograles Juan Fidel Felipe, Nograles Margarita, Nolasco, Uaminal, Olaso, Olivares, Ongchuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Uano Dizon, Padiernos, Paduano, Paglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Primisya Sagabas, Pumaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Regencia, Remulla, Revilla Bryan, Revilla Ramonjolo, Reyes, Rilio, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Eulogio, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Sali, Salimbangon, Salo, Santos, Saulug, Silverio, Singson Richel, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Solon, Suwan, Suwansing Horacio, Suwansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Talyado, Tamayo, Tambunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Watko, Tariela, Teodoro, Teves, Tiangco, Tieng, Tolentino, Tulfo Erwin, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Wendell, Tupas, Tutor, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Uy, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Verzosa, Villa, Villafuerte Luis Raymond, Villafuerte Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villaraza Suarez, Villarica, Villago, Yamsuan, Yap Christiantel, Yap Christopherson, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric, U Divina Grace, U Jazel Victoria, Yulo, Zamora Amparo Maria, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Zubiri. Mr. Speaker, the roll call shows that 210 members responded to the call.
Maraming salamat, Secretary General. With 210 members responding to the call, the Chair declares the presence of quorum. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, considering that copies of Journal Number 5 dated August 6, 2024 were already distributed to the members, I move to dispense with the reading thereof and subsequently to approve the said journal. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there no objection? The Chair hears none. The motion is approved. The reading of the said journal is dispensed with, and the Journal Number 5 dated August 6, 2004 is hereby approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to acknowledge the guests of Representative Attorney Jervil Jinky Luistro of the 2nd District of Batangas, the visitors from the Municipality of San Pascual, Batangas, Barangay Treasurers League, Isabel Katubay, Gina Andaya, Imalu Kusi, Jerity Abratike, Annalyn Hernandez, Veron Cornea, Diana Ramos, Diana Kalingasan, Sherry De Chavez, Sally Wong, Rossi Padilla, Jonalyn De Leon, Venus Sumadsad, Michelle Monato, Rose Mendoza, Lee Padilla, Ahelia Adarlo, Jocelyn Abanto, Manciel Quinto, Rosalinda Celda, Eden Panopio, Jenny Sempron, and district staff Zoilo Silang Jr., Ana Reggie Helera, Nikki Hejasa, Andre Charis Blanco.
Thank you. To the guests of Congressperson Honorable Attorney Jervil Jinky Beatrix R. Luistro from the Municipality of San Pascual, 2nd District of Batangas. Welcome. On behalf of Speaker Martin Romualdez, welcome to the House of Representatives. Magandang hapon. Thank you. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to acknowledge the guest of the Honorable Faustino Michael D. III, 5th District of Isabela. From the Municipality of Aurora, Tomasito Giab, Pepito Valenzuela, Marcelina Ganotise, Leonardo Peralta, Marlon Lacambra, Melvin Ray Galingana, Rogelio Cabarubias, Rolly Fajardo, Noel Abugan, Robert Marquez, Rolly V. Duque, Ronald V. Pabro, Leonel Piso, Roger Alejandro, Lolito Corbito, Simplicio Ramiro, Jesus Lantano, Robert Sagadraca, Antonio Benito Mijares, Orlando C. Padaong, Samuel Q. Marquez, Lazaro Reyes, Jose Sadiwa, Diony Tagim, Rolando Zambrano, Erwin Regal, John Mangati, Mario Labasan, Saldi Ramiscal, Michael R. Santos, Elis Baisa, Rolando Marquez. They are the Punong Barangay of Municipality of Aurora. And the Punong Barangays of the Municipality of Luna. They are Alfredo R. Ramos, Noel Labog, William Galutera, Elsa Gonzalez, Orlando N. Lucas, Dennis Idmilaw, Bernardo Isidro, Antonio Valeriano, Gerson Madriaga, Veronica Omnes, Joselito Fontanilla, Lauterio Bukag, Noli B. Tamayo, Fidel Rumbao, Merodel Alejo, Ronald M. Ramil, Lowell C. Perez, Jeffrey Ramores, Vincent Gamboa. They are the Punong Barangays of Municipality of Aurora, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Majority Leader. to the guests of Honorable Faustino Michael D. III, to the barangay chairman and SK officials from Isabela 5th Legislative District, Municipality of Aurora, and Luna. On behalf of Speaker Martin Romualdez, welcome to the House of Representatives. Maimbag na malem. Thank you. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the guests of the Honorable Philemon Espares of the Co-op NATCO party list, namely the transport co-op leaders, namely Misael Melinas, Edwin Bostillos, Rebecca Antonio, Mark Anthony Quinion, Marlene Ramos, Rosalyn Sakdalan, Cheryl Flores, Helen Alcantara, Ana Andres, Helen Repoña, Sara Pagunsan, Yole de los Santos, Rose Adarna Villablanca, Frida Flores, Estela Buensuceso, Mariel Silvia Magtibay, Heidi Manuel, Helen Tugas, Gilbert Soriano, Ercy Samonte, Jaime Contreras, Maria Teresa Antifuesto, Janita Abando, Julie Lagortesa, Sheila Bautista, Marlene Mejia, Mary Ann de la Cruz, Sherilu Ruelo, Jeneline Bacarizas, Marlene Sendayen, Leonard Bautista, Roel Cura, Yolanda Pinzon, Jason Valerio, and Jesse Quiroz.
Thank you, Majority Leader. To the guests of Honorable Philemon M. Espares of Co-op NATCO party list, to the leaders of transport co-op leaders, welcome on behalf of Speaker Martin Romualdez, welcome to the House of Representatives. Magandang hapon. Thank you. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, considering that copies of Journal Number 6, dated August 7, 2024, were already distributed to the members, I move to dispense with the reading thereof and subsequently to approve the said journal. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there no objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The reading of the said journal is dispensed with, and Journal Number 6, dated August 7, 2024, is hereby approved. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we proceed with the reference of business and wish that the Secretary General be directed to read the titles of bills and resolutions on first reading as well as communications and committee reports.
Is there no objection? The chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read titles, bills, resolutions on first reading, as well as the communications and committee reports for referral for the appropriate committee. Please proceed.
Reference to business. Bills on first reading. House Bill 10725, banning POGO and other operations related thereto, by Representative Villanueva.
To the Committee on Games and Amusement.
House Bill 10727, establishing the Summer Island region, by Representative Libanan.
To the Committee on Local Government.
House Bill 10728, renewing for another 25 years the franchise granted to the Sphere Entertainment Incorporated, formerly Benguet Broadcasting Corporation, by Representative Nograles Margarita.
To the Committee on Legislative Franchises.
House Bill 10731, strengthening cybercrime prevention measures, amending the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, by Representative Remulla.
To the Committee on Information and Communications Technology.
House Bill 10732, providing for the creation of more school buildings and infrastructures, by Representative Romero.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill 10734, strengthening the National Book Development Board, amending the Book Publishing Industry Development Act, by Representative Yam Suwan.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill 10735, strengthening the governance of basic education, increasing the Basic Education Research Fund, by Representative Romero.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill 10736 to reform and restructure the Energy Regulatory Commission by Representative Puentebella.
To the Committee on Energy.
Resolutions. House Resolution 1874, congratulating, commending, and conferring Congressional Medal of Distinction to Carlos Yulo for winning 2 gold medals in men's artistic gymnastics individual events at the 2024 Paris Olympics by Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1875, congratulating and commending artistic gymnast Carlos Yulo for bagging 2 gold medals in the 2024 Olympics by Representative Vargas.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1877, commending the 22 Filipino Olympians, including double gold bagger Carlos Yulo, for their outstanding performance and sacrifices in the 2024 Paris Olympics, and urging the House to conduct an inquiry on the state of sports development and funding in the Philippines by Representatives Castro France, Brosas, and Manuel.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1878, recognizing, congratulating, and commending Carlos Yulo for winning 2 Olympic gold medals at the 2024 Paris Olympics by Representative D. Faustino Michael Carlos.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1879, calling on the House to congratulate and commend Carlos Yulo for winning 2 gold medals in the men's artistic gymnastics individual events in the 2024 Olympic Games by Representative Tan Joseph.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1881, conferring the Congressional Medal of Distinction on Carlos Yulo for winning the 2nd and 3rd Olympic gold medals of the Philippines by Representatives Chua, Junicio, Valeriano, Maceda, Cheng, and Abante.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1882, conferring a Congressional Medal of Distinction to Carlos Yulo for being the first Southeast Asian to win multiple Olympic gold medals by Representative Salo.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1884, commending and congratulating Carlos Yulo for winning the first ever 2 Philippine gold medals in gymnastics at the men's floor exercise and men's vault at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games by Representative Loyola.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1885, commending and congratulating E.J. Obiena for his exceptional feat in the men's pole vault event at 2024 Summer Olympic Games by Representative Lee.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1886, expressing profound congratulations and commendation to Carlos Yulo for his exceptional representation of the Philippines in gymnastics by winning 2 gold medals in the 2024 Paris Olympics by Representative Tulfo Ralph Wendell.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1887, expressing profound congratulations and commendation to Filipino athlete Hergy Bacyadan for her exceptional representation of the Philippines in women's boxing as an official delegate to the 2024 Paris Olympics by Representative Tulfo Ralph Wendell.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1888, congratulating and commending Carlos Yulo for being the first Filipino athlete to win 2 gold medals at the Olympic Games by Representative Maniquez.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1889, commending and congratulating Filipino boxer Ira Villegas for her exemplary performance in winning bronze medal in women's boxing 50-kilogram division in Paris 2024 Summer Olympic Games by Representative Lee.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1890, commending Filipino Olympic gymnast Carlos Yulo for winning 2 gold medals for the men's vaults and men's floor exercise events in the 2024 Olympic Games by Representative Guico.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1891, congratulating, commending, and honoring Ira Villegas for winning the bronze medal in the women's boxing 50-kilogram competition at the 2024 Olympic Games by Representative Copilar.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1892, urging the DOH to provide and disseminate free leptospirosis treatments and anti-tetanus shots through the PhilHealth for areas affected by Super Typhoon Karina and other calamities by Representatives Tulfo Jocelyn and Tulfo Ralph Wendell.
To the Committee on Health.
House Resolution 1893, expressing profound congratulations to Filipino athlete Carlos Yulo for winning 2 gold medals in gymnastics at the 2024 Paris Olympics and commending his resilience and commitment to excellence by Representative Baronda.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1894, congratulating and commending Carlos Yulo for his historic 2 gold medal wins in the Paris 2024 Olympics by Representative Nisay.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1895, congratulating Ira Cordero Villegas for winning the bronze medal in women's 50-kilogram boxing at the Paris 2024 Olympics by Representative Sakaluran.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1896, expressing the great pride and joy of Filipinos in the bronze medal won by Ira Villegas in the 50-kilogram division of women's boxing of the 2024 Summer Olympic Games by Representative Tolentino.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1897, recommending Carlos Yulo to be inducted into the Philippine Sports Hall of Fame in Artistic Gymnastics by the Philippine Sports Commission by Representative Suwan.
To the Committee on Rules. Stand corrected. To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development. Please proceed.
House Resolution 1898, commending and congratulating Ira Cordero Villegas for winning the bronze medal in the women's 50-kilogram boxing event at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games by Representative Puno.
To the Committee on Rules.
Messages from the Senate. Message dated August 6, 2024, informing the House of Representatives that on even date, the Senate approved the Conference Committee report on the disagreeing provisions of Senate Bill 2432 and House Bill numbers 3917 and 9284 on the proposed amendments to the Anti-Agriculture Smuggling Act of 2016.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message dated August 7, 2024, informing the House that on August 6, 2024, the Senate designated Senators Tolentino, De La Rosa, Padilla, Cynthia Villar, and Pimentel as conferees to the Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill 6580, creating 2 additional RTC branches in the 4th Judicial Region to be stationed in Silang, Cavite.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message dated August 7, 2024, informing the House that on August 6, 2024, the Senate designated Senators Tolentino, De La Rosa, Padilla, Cynthia Villar, and Pimentel as conferees to the Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill 8254, creating 5 additional RTC branches in the 4th Judicial Region to be stationed in the municipalities of Rosario and San Juan, Province of Batangas.
To the Committee on Rules.
Communications, letter dated May 31, 2024 of the COA OIC Director 4, Cluster 3, Legislative, Judiciary, and Constitutional Offices, transmitting to the House of Representatives a copy of their special audit report on expenditures incurred for barangay and SK elections.
To the Committee on Public Accounts.
Letters dated June 5, 7, 10, and 11, 2024 of the COA Regional Director, Regional Office Number 4A, furnishing the House with copies of their annual audit reports for the year ending December 31, 2023 on certain water districts, government agencies, and state universities.
To the Committee on Public Accounts.
Letter dated June 6, 2024 of the DOTR Undersecretary for Administration and Finance, submitting to the House certain reports as of May 31, 2024.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
Letters dated June 11, 2024 of the COA OIC Audit Team Leaders, Audit Team R508 and Audit Team number 02A, transmitting to the House copies of their annual audit reports on the Sorsogon State University and Davao Oriental State University, respectively, for the year ending December 31, 2023.
To the Committee on Public Accounts.
Letter dated June 11, 2024 of the COA Audit Team Leader, Regional Office Number 11, furnishing the House with copies of their annual audit reports for the year ending December 31, 2023 on certain agencies.
To the Committee on Public Accounts.
Letters dated June 13 and 14, 2024 of the BSP Governor, transmitting to the House copies of certain reports, including the BSP 2023 Annual Report.
To the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries.
Letter dated June 19, 2024 of the GSIS President and General Manager, submitting to the House a copy of their GSIS investments portfolio as of December 31, 2023.
To the Committee on Government Enterprises and Privatization.
Letter dated June 19, 2024 of the Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation, and Unity, providing the House with a copy of their accomplishment report for the month of May 2024.
To the Special Committee on Peace, Reconciliation, and Unity.
Letter dated June 20, 2024 of the COA Commissioner, furnishing the House with copies of their annual audit reports and management letter on certain government corporations.
To the Committee on Public Accounts.
Letter dated June 25, 2024 of the NEDA Secretary, providing the House with a copy of their annual report 2023.
To the Committee on Economic Affairs. Session suspended.
Letters dated June 27 and July 2. Sorry.
Then last page. Session resumed. Please proceed.
Letters dated June 27 and July 2, 2024 of the BSP Office of the General Counsel and Legal Services, transmitting to the House duly certified copies of certain BSP issuances.
To the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries.
Annual Audit Report for CY 2023 and Management Letter in the Compliance Audit of the Bicol University for the year ending December 31, 2023.
To the Committee on Public Accounts.
Letter dated July 29, 2024 of the Executive Secretary, Office of the President, Malacanang, transmitting two original copies each of Republic Act Number 12011, granting a franchise to Negros Electric and Power Corporation, which was signed by the President.
To the Archives.
Letters dated August 2, 2024 of the Executive Secretary, Office of the President, Malacanang, transmitting two original copies each of Republic Act Numbers 12012, 12013, 12014, 12015, 12016, which were signed by the President.
To the Archives.
Committee reports. Committee report number 1161, submitted by the Committees on Science and Technology, Appropriations, and Ways and Means on House Bill 10730. Committee report number 1162, submitted by the Committee on Government Enterprises and Privatization on House Bill 10733.
To the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, today being a Monday, and pursuant to our rules, I move that we open the privilege hour.
Please proceed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Representative Erwin T. Tulfo of Party List ACT-CIS for his privileged speech.
Representative Filimon M. Espares of the Party List Co-op, NATCO. Please proceed, sir.
Sir, it is the Honorable Representative Tulfo.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues and fellow Filipinos.
One moment, Congressman Tulfo. Majority Leader, we have Representative Erwin T. Tulfo, Party List ACT-CIS. Thank you. Please proceed, sir. My apologies.
I stand before you today not just as a representative of the people, but as a voice for the hundreds of thousands of Filipino workers and businesses whose livelihoods are at risk. The issue I bring to the floor today is one of grave importance, an issue that, if left unaddressed, could lead to the loss of countless jobs, the closure of many businesses, and the undermining of our economy's integrity. In recent months, Mr. Speaker, we have witnessed a troubling trend in the rise of substandard and counterfeit products flooding our market, particularly through online platforms like Shopee and Lazada. These products, many of which originate from offshore sources, especially China, are being sold at prices so low that they have started to undercut local businesses. Businesses that pay the right taxes, follow our regulations, and employ hundreds of thousands of Filipinos. Mr. Speaker, let us be clear, this is not just an issue of competition. This is an issue of fairness and survival. The presence of these substandard and counterfeit products has created an even playing field where legitimate local manufacturers are forced to compete with goods that do not meet our safety and quality standards. These goods are sold at prices that are impossible for any lawful business to match, forcing therefore our local enterprises to operate at a loss or worse, to shut down entirely. Just this past week, Mr. Speaker, my office was approached by representatives from various local manufacturers, companies such as American Home, Asahi, Astron, Camel, Caribbean, Carrier, Concepcion, Condura, Cool Daddy, Dowell, Eureka, Fujidenso, Hanabishi, Carlson, Kiowa, Kuchen Locks, Midea, Nikon, Nova, Shark, Ninja, Tefal, Tiger, Tough Mama, Union, and 3D, Mr. Speaker. These are not just names. These are the companies that provide jobs to over 300,000 Filipino workers. These are the companies that contribute to our economy, uphold our laws, and ensure that their products are safe for every Filipino household. Mr. Speaker, I know you have a heart for the workers. Imagine the devastation if these companies were to close down. Imagine the impact on the families of those 300,000 workers who would suddenly find themselves without a source of income. It will be another problem for our government where to find work for these people. The loss would be immeasurable, and the blame would not rest only to those selling substandard, and discrepancy in enforcement is not just an oversight. It is a crisis, Mr. Speaker. The Department of Trade and Industry and the Bureau of Customs must be held accountable for allowing these products to enter our market unchecked. We cannot allow our local businesses to be decimated by the influx of unregulated and unsafe products. Mr. Speaker, I am not against online selling. I recognize the convenience and opportunity it brings, especially in a world increasingly reliant on digital transactions. However, this inconvenience or disconvenience must not come at the expense of our laws, our businesses, and our workers. Online platforms must be held to the same standards as any other businesses operating in our country. They must ensure that the products sold through their sites comply with our regulations and that the sellers are held accountable. Today, Mr. Speaker, I join my colleagues in AXIA as party list, Congressman Edby Quiap, Benguet Representative Eric Quiap, Quezon City 2nd District Representative Ralph Wendell Tulfo, and for filing a resolution, and Congresswoman Jocelyn Tulfo in filing a resolution to conduct a thorough inquiry into this unfair online sales practices. This investigation, Mr. Speaker, will seek to uncover how these products are entering our market, why they are not being regulated, and what immediate steps we can take to protect our local businesses and workers. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, the time to act is now. We must not wait until more businesses close their doors and more Filipinos lose their jobs. We must stand together to ensure that our market remains fair, our product remains safe, and our economy remains strong. Let us not allow substandard and counterfeit goods to destroy the livelihood of our people. Let us all together, Mr. Speaker, join together and help us pass this law to protect or support this resolution to make it a law to protect our industries, our workers especially, who are close to your heart, Mr. Speaker, and our nation. Thank you, and may we all work together for the betterment of the Filipino people. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Also, Representative Erwin T. Tolfo, Party List Act CIS. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we recognize Representative Filimon M. Espares of Party List Co-op NATCO for his privileged speech.
Congressperson Filimon M. Espares of Party List Co-op NATCO. Please proceed, sir.
Mr. Speaker, esteemed colleagues, magandang hapon sa ating lahat. I rise today on a matter of personal and collective privilege. On behalf of the cooperative movement, I would like to reiterate our strong support to the Public Transport Modernization Program, or the PTMT, amidst calls from the colleagues in the Senate to suspend the program implementation. The PTMT aims to serve best interest by ensuring safe and comfortable transportation, providing reasonable daily wages for drivers without compromising affordability for our commuters, and of course, what every Filipino demands, the reduction of traffic congestion through route rationalization. Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, the call of some lawmakers for a suspension would not only negate the big strides the program has made, but it will also defeat the momentum and the accomplishment we have achieved. As of April 2024, 83.8% or 160,668 units ang nakapag-consolidate na. 124,172 dito ay ang mga jeepneys, 19,429 ay mga bus at minibuses, at 17,066 ang mga UB Express. Mayroon na rin pong nabuong 1,749 cooperatives na may mahigit 262,800 na miyembrong kaakibat dito, at mayroon na ring 1,088 na mga korporasyong nabuo. As of July 31 of 2024, ang tumatakbong modernized unit ay nasa 11,197 na, at nag-uumpisa pa lang tayo dito. Again, Mr. Speaker, another suspension, which will be the 8th since 2007, will only cause distrust among our stakeholders and will slow down any progress that we have already made. A suspension will certainly affect and discourage the 262,800 individual members who are already in a cooperative and those have formed corporations. It will only affect their loans, their livelihood, and their income. Why is it that those who have complied with the PTMT's requirements and have heeded the government calls should be penalized and be given a heavier burden than those who have not? On the other hand, Mr. Speaker, we want is for our operators and driver to live comfortably and be protected. For example, those who have consolidated are already receiving regular pay and social security protection and benefits, among others. Indeed, the program's benefits outweigh the cost, contrary to the fears of some of our countrymen. We must also consider the public funds that have already been allotted and spent by the DOTR and its affiliated agencies for capacity building, technical service assistance, and compliance monitoring. We all know the challenges faced during this transition period are not easy. That is why cooperatives play a crucial role in this endeavor, as they have consistently shown their commitment to public service and cooperativism throughout the years. While they face various challenges in accessing loans, establishing their own fleet management, hiring personnel, and meeting regulatory and compliance requirements, they have put their trust and confidence in PTUMP that it will not only benefit them, but it also the commuting public and the country as a whole. These collective efforts are already too great to sacrifice for isolated cases of dissatisfaction. We should not judge the effectiveness of the program based on the complaints of a few. As President Bongbong Marcos aptly stated, why we should let the 20% control the voice of the majority who have already consolidated and who have embraced this program. With that being said, I wish to express my gratitude and utmost appreciation to the President Bongbong Marcos for his strong directive and political will to continue the PTMP despite the pressures to suspend it. In the end, this is one of the moments where we, as lawmakers, must work hand in hand with the executive department to realize the noble intentions of the PTMP in laying down the foundation of an improved transportation system, ultimately leading to a better quality of life for every Filipino. The Filipino people deserve nothing less than progress, and the cooperative movement is more than ready to support that. Therefore, we must continue the PTMP without any further suspension. Again, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, at mabuhay ang kilusang kooperatiba sa Pilipinas.
Maraming salamat. Congressperson Filimon M. Espares, Party List Co-op NATCO, and Chairman. Majority Leader, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. May I move that the privileged speeches of the Honorable Erwin Tulfo and the Honorable Filimon Espares be referred to the Committee on Rules.
There's a motion to refer said speeches as stated. Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Representative Franz L. Castro of Party List ACT Teachers.
Congressperson Franz L. Castro of Party List ACT Teachers. Please proceed, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Magandang araw, Ginoong Speaker, sa mga kapwa ko kinatawan at sa ating mga kababayan. Ngayong buwan ay pinagdiriwang natin ang buwan ng wika na may temang Filipino, Wikang Mapagpalaya. Ang temang ito ay hindi lamang isang paggunita, kundi isang panawagan para sa pagkilala sa mahalagang papel ng wikang Filipino bilang kasangkapan ng kalayaan at pagbabago sa ating lipunan. Ngunit may kinakaharap na problema ngayon ang wikang Filipino at iba't iba pang mga regional na wika. So pag sinabi nating wikang Filipino, Mr. Chair, we are referring to other regional languages. Ayon sa ating konstitusyon, ang paggamit ng mga regional na wika sa mga paaralan ay pinahihintulutan, kasama ng Ingles at ang Filipino. Ang desisyong ito ay kinilala ng Korte Suprema noong 2018 na nagsasaad na ang paggamit ng mother tongue bilang pangunahing medium sa pagtuturo ay alinsunod sa mga probisyon ng ating konstitusyon. Ganito rin ang sinasabi ng ating pandaigdigang kasunduan na ating nilagdaan at kinikilala ang karapatan ng mga bata, mga katutubo at mga taong may kapansanan na matuto sa kanilang sariling wika. Ngunit sa kabila ng mga ito, ang ating MTB, MLE o yung Mother Tongue-Based Multilingual Education ay tila nahaharap ngayon sa panganib na tuluyan ng alisin. Ang hakbang na ito ay hindi lamang paglabag sa ating mga international obligations at constitution, ngunit isa ring hakbang na mag-aalis ng mga tagumpay na nakamit sa pagtuturo sa unang wika ng mga mag-aaral. Ang ating mga kabataan ay mas mahusay na natututo at mas masaya sa pag-aaral kapag ang kanilang sariling wika ang ginagamit sa klase dahil mas naiintindihan nila ito. At sa ganito rin, Mr. Speaker, nabibigyang laya sila na kung ano man yung kanilang ma-idea ay kanilang itong masabi. Sa mga kapwa ko kinatawan, walang ebidensya na nagpapakita na ang paglimita sa pagtuturo gamit lamang ng Ingles at Pilipino ay nagpapabuti sa kalidad ng edukasyon. Sa katunayan, kinikilala ng mga eksperto gaya ng World Bank na mas mainam ang MTB-MLE sa pagpapahusay ng edukasyon. Hinihikayat natin ang DepEd na ipagpatuloy ang mga naumpisahang tagumpay at isulong ang prinsipyo ng inclusive at karapatan sa edukasyon para sa lahat. Dapat tiyakin ng DepEd na ang mga batang nagsasalita ng ibang wika ay makakatanggap ng nararapat na suporta sa kanilang sariling wika. Dapat ding panatilihin ang mother tongue bilang asignatura mula kindergarten hanggang grade 3. At paunlarin pa ito upang maging bahagi ng isang komprehensibong programang pangwika na nagtitiyak ng multilingual at multiliterate na mga mag-aaral. Sa pagtatapos, nananawagan tayo ng suporta sa MTB-MLE hindi lamang bilang isang programa, kundi bilang isang mahalagang karapatan ng bawat batang Pilipino. Sa pamamagitan nito, masisiguro natin ang ating mga kabataan ay magkakaroon ng dekalidad at makabuluhang edukasyon. Huwag nating hayaan na ang mga pinaghirapan nating tagumpay para sa ating mga kabataan ay mapunta sa wala. Ang aming paninindigan ay isang pagtugon sa tawag ng panahon bilang mga tagapagtanggol ng kalidad ng edukasyon para sa lahat. Maraming salamat, Mr. Speaker, at muli magandang hapon sa ating lahat.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, may we recognize the Honorable Kimer Olaso, the first District Representative of Zamboanga City, for his interpellation.
The Honorable Nolasco is recognized.
Good morning, Madam Speaker. Good afternoon, Madam Speaker. Thank you so much for recognizing me. Gusto ko lang po sana interpolate pertaining sa Department of Education, considering yung mother tongue language, na tulad ng binanggit niyo po kanila, from kinder until grade 3, Madam Speaker. I think, Madam Speaker, kung pwede po, ibalik ng DepEd not only from kinder to grade 3. Gawin natin hanggang grade 6. Kasi karamihan ngayon sa mga kabataan sa ating lungsod, most especially Zamboanga City. In Zamboanga City, we have, I think, about 6 dialects that people are speaking: Chabacano, Tausug, Bisaya, Ilonggo, Yakan, and Bajau, and Samal. So, alam niyo po, karamihan ngayon sa Zamboanga City, dahil tinanggal ng DepEd yung mother tongue language, hindi na po marunong magsalita ngayon yung mga bata na Chabacano. They could not even speak Chabacano anymore. Some of them, they could not speak even Tausug because most of the children, English na yung pinagsasalita. Even Tagalog, they have difficulties. That's why my interpolation there was not only until grade 3, but from kinder until grade 6, Madam Chair. That's all, Madam Chair. Thank you so much.
Madam Chair, so salamat po no kay representative from Zamboanga tungkol doon sa ating binanggit, yung binanggit niya na pagsuporta doon sa mother tongue at MTLE no na mga wika na pangrehiyon na dapat na i-maintain natin. Dahil ako nga po, Madam Chair, Madam Speaker, ako po ay Ilocano, ang aking nanay tatay ay Ilocano, lumaki ng Maynila. Pero gusto ko sadang makapag-aral noong mas malalim na mga salita sa Ilocano. Kasi alam ko lang communication ng Ilocano. Pero mas maganda rin siguro no mapag-aralan yung yung at makintal sa utak ng ating mga kabataan, lalong-lalo na doon sa early years, yung pagmamahal doon sa kanilang sariling o regional na wika, 'di ba? So at samantalang pong meron tayong mga subject na nagtuturo ng ibang wika, hindi lang Ingles, Madam Speaker, tinuturo din ito sa senior high, yung iba pang mga wika, pero yung wika natin, na yung wikang rehiyon, ay hindi po nabibigyan ng importansya. So, kaya nga sinabi natin sa ating privilege speech na dapat ay i-review, pag-aralan kung paanong itong mother tongue language natin ay maibabalik, kundi man ay magkaroon ng some time o time sa ating curriculum mula kinder hanggang grade 3 or hanggang grade 6 para naman po ma-maintain natin o magkaroon talaga tayo ng ating mga kabataan na bihasa doon sa kanilang regional na wika.
Madam Speaker, thank you for allowing me. Na kalimutan kong banggitin kanina, meron pa po tayong mga Yakan and Subanen language. Ngayon po, dahil sa modernisasyon, because of modern technologies, gadgets, nawawala na po ito. Kaya sabi ko nga, napaka-importanting malaman ng ating mga regional directors ng bawat Department of Education sa tawag natin kalahok natin sa gobyerno, they should return this back, isauli ito. Kasi pag hindi po, most especially Chabacano, the only tinatawag natin Chabacano speaking language, most likely 60% to Spanish in Mindanao is only Zamboanga City. Nawawala na po ang Chabacano ngayon kasi unti-unti na po kinakain yung salitang Chabacano, unti-unti na pong nawawala. Ang problema dito, kapag mayroon tayong bagong mandato galing sa Department of Education, tanggalin to. So, bigla na lang natatanggal yung mga tulad ng sinasabi ni Congresswoman, yung mga salitang local language natin. Ang pinakamasakit yan, kapag ang regional director natin, ibang tribo, gusto niya, yung tribo niya lang ang pagsasalitain sa eskwelahan. Ayaw niyang pagsalitain whatever is the mother tongue of the certain district or the certain area. Dapat sana, kung ano talaga yung mother tongue ng certain area, yun dapat sana ang pinagsasalita sa mga kabataan natin ngayon. Believe me or not, in another 20 years, unti-unti nang mawawala. Actually, most likely, hindi lang unti, mawawala na yung salitang Chabacano. Because in Zamboanga City right now, I'm so surprised as I grew up in Zamboanga City, mostly of the children from 1-year-old to 10 years old, they could not speak Chabacano anymore. Karamihan is English na. Nawawala na po eh. Kaya kailangan nating ang tulong ng ating Department of Education na ibalik ito at do it as compulsory, Madam Chair, from kindergarten until grade 6. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair. Thank you. God bless.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we refer the privileged speech and its interpellation to the Committee on Rules.
There's a motion to refer the privileged speech of Congresswoman Castro. Is there no objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we suspend session for a few minutes.
Majority Leader, kindly repeat it, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we suspend session for a few minutes.
Session suspended. Okay. Really? Session resume. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Sergio Dagook of APEC Party List for his privileged speech.
Congressman Dagook, you're now recognized, sir. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Speaker, I rise on matters of personal and collective privilege regarding an issuance of the Department of Energy governing the wholesale electricity spot market, which has a very alarming provisions regarding what the term as line rental. I decided to brought up this matter in this afternoon's plenary because the result of the computation of Region 8 and Region 6, the electricity cost of those areas for the June and July billing rise up from 3 pesos and 85 centavos to 5 pesos and 67 centavos per kilowatt hour. Para po sa kaalaman ng lahat, ang line rental po na nasa provision ng wholesale electricity spot market ay nangyayari po kapag ka ang linya ng National Grid Corporation of the Philippines or yung transmission line ay nagkakaroon ng congestion. Ang ibig sabihin, hindi po niya kayang i-transmit yung kuryente sa kabila, papunta po doon sa kabila. Halimbawa, yung area ng Region 6 at Region 8, kung mayroon po silang kakontrata na planta galing sa Luzon or sa Mindanao, at dahil mayroon pong constraint yung transmission line, hindi po makadaan. So, yung mga planta sa lugar na yon ang nagsusupply. At under that rules, magkakaroon po ng additional na bayad ang mga consumers sa area na yan, which the term as line rental. I am questioning that, Mr. Speaker, bakit nagre-renta yung mga tao doon sa linya na pagmamayari naman nila? Sa kaalaman po ng lahat, yung linya na yan sa umpisa ay pag-aari ng gobyerno. It is an asset of the National Power Corporation. When EPIRA was passed in 2001, inilipat po siya sa National Transmission Corporation or Transco. Ngayon, pinakonsesyon po siya, pinaparintahan sa isang private entity, National Grid Corporation of the Philippines. Ibig sabihin sa umpisa, pagmamayari na po ng Estado o ng Pilipinas ang linya na yan. Ngayon, habang mayroong concessionaire, every single centavo na ginagastos ng National Grid Corporation of the Philippines para i-extend at i-enhance, i-upgrade yung linya na yan, ay singisingil po sa ating lahat. Kasi yung mga infrastructure na yan ay pinafile nila sa Energy Regulatory Commission in a form of Transmission Development Plan. At yung kaakibat na bilyones na amount para maitayo yung linya na yan ay sinisingil po sa buong electricity consumers ng Pilipinas. And again, sa makatuwid, pagmamayari po nating lahat yung linya na yan. Ngayon, kung ang ating ginagamit na kuryente sa ating bahay ay dadaan sa linya na yan mula sa planta na nag-generate ng kuryente na yan, nakakontrata ng ating mga distribution utility, ay nagbabayad na naman po tayo ng transmission charge. Kaya sa electric bill natin, makikita natin yung number 2 item transmission charge. Ngayon, kung may problema yung linya, dahil maliit yung alambre, hindi na-upgrade, hindi makadaan yung kakontrata sa kabilang planta doon sa gagamit sa kabila, ay nagbabayad na naman tayo ng line rental in accordance with the provisions of that circular governing the wholesale electricity spot market. That provision, Mr. Chair, is very alarming. That's why we should seriously look into that, and I am urging our colleagues in this chamber to look into that. This representation will later on file a House resolution in aid of investigating that particular circular in aid of legislation. Kasi sobra-sobra na po yung mga sinisingil natin na bayaran sa kuryente at ang mga bayarin na yan ay kapakanan lamang ng mga may-ari ng planta. Papunta lamang sa kanila yung lahat ng ating binabayad. Wala naman po sa batas yan. That is a mere issuance of the government agencies regulating the power industry. So, sana po ay bibigyan natin ng pansin. I would like to reiterate in the case of Region 6 and Region 8, for the June and July billing, the amount added to their electricity bill ranges from 3 pesos and 85 centavos to 5 pesos and 67 centavos per kilowatt hour. Imagine that. So, I hope that we can do something about that, Mr. Speaker. Maraming salamat. Magandang hapon.
Maraming salamat, Congressperson Sergio Dago. Majority Leader, please.
Sir Speaker, I move that we refer the privileged speech of the Honorable Dagook to the Committee on Rules.
There's a motion to refer the privileged speech of APEC party list Congressman Dago. Any objection? Hearing none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we close the privilege hour.
There's a motion to close the privilege hour. Any objection? Hearing none. Motion approved. Privilege hour is therefore terminated. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we acknowledge the guests of the Honorable Kimer Adanti Olaso from the 1st District of Zamboanga City. They are from Zone 4 of Zamboanga City. They are Kagawad Laila Ismael, Kagawad Ferhana Juhan, Kagawad Misal Tan, and Barangay Staff Suway Lumandong. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you to the guests of Honorable Kimir Adan P. Olaso, MM, Representative of the 1st District of Zamboanga City, to Zone 4, Zamboanga City. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Saan sila? Over there. Buenas tardes. Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to suspend session for a few minutes.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session for a few minutes.
Session suspended. Session resumed. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we proceed with additional reference of business and that the Secretary General be directed to read the titles of the bills and resolutions for first reading as well as committee reports and communications. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Secretary General, please proceed.
Additional reference of business resolutions. House Resolution 1899, congratulating, commending, and lauding Carlos Yulo for winning 2 gold medals in the men's artistic gymnastics competition at the 2024 Olympic Games by Representative Miguel.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1900, strongly urging the PhilHealth to implement another round of 30% increase in all benefit packages and coverage, taking into account the reported excess funds of the agency by Representative Lee.
The Committee on Health.
House Resolution 1901, congratulating Nesty Petesio for winning the bronze medal in women's boxing at the Paris 2024 Olympics.
Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1902, congratulating and commending Filipino tennis player Alex Ayala for bringing honor to the Philippines through her exceptional achievement in winning the 2024 Open Araba and Femenino tournament in Spain by Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Resolution 1903, directing the proper House Committee to conduct an inquiry on DOF Circular 003-2024, which, among others, allows unutilized funds of the PhilHealth worth 89.9 billion pesos to be remitted to the unprogrammed appropriations of the national budget by Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1904, congratulating and commending Filipino-American athlete Lee Kiefer for winning the gold medal in women's foil at 2024 Summer Olympics in France by Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1905, commending and congratulating Nesty Petesio for winning the bronze medal in the women's 57-kilogram boxing event at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games by Representative Puno.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1906, expressing the great pride and joy of Filipinos in the bronze medal won by Nesty Petesio in the 57-kilogram division of women's boxing of the 2024 Summer Olympic Games in France by Representative Tolentino.
The Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1907, expressing profound congratulations and commendation to Carlos Yulo for winning 2 gold medals in the gymnastics floor exercise and vault events in the 2024 Paris Olympics by Representative Uwano Dizon.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1908, directing the House Committee on Natural Resources to conduct an investigation of the construction of illegal structures and persistence of quarrying operations in the Upper Marikina watershed, which potentially contributed to the severe flooding in various parts of Metro Manila during Typhoon Karina by Representatives Brosas, Castro Franz, and Manuel.
The Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1909, congratulating and commending boxer Ira Villegas for winning bronze medal in semifinals of the women's 50-kilogram boxing event at the 2024 Paris Olympics by Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1910, expressing profound condolences of the House on the demise of Mother Lily Monteverde by Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1911, congratulating and commending boxer Nesty Petesio for winning bronze medal in semifinals of the women's 57-kilogram boxing event at the 2024 Paris Olympics by Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1912, urging the appropriate committee to conduct an inquiry on the unfair online sales practices of offshore appliance brands shipping directly to the Philippines and the enforcement discrepancies in relation thereto by Representatives Tulfo Erwin, Tulfo Ralph Wendell, Yap Edvic, and Yap Eric.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1913, congratulating and commending Filipino boxer Ira Villegas for her exemplary performance in winning a bronze medal in the women's 50-kilogram division event at the 2024 Paris Olympics by Representative Plato.
The Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1914, congratulating and commending Filipino boxer Nesty Petesio for her exemplary performance in winning a bronze medal in the women's 57-kilogram division event at the 2024 Paris Olympics by Representative Plato.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1915, resolution congratulating and conferring the Congressional Medal of Distinction to Nesty Alcaide Petesio for winning the bronze medal for the Philippines in the women's 57-kilogram boxing event during the 2024 Paris Olympics held in Roland Garros Stadium, Paris, France, by Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin Gonzalez Aurelio Suarez Dalipe Libanan Marcos Romualdez Yeda Marie and Asidre.
The Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1916, resolution congratulating and conferring the Congressional Medal of Distinction to Ira Cordero Villegas for winning the bronze medal for the Philippines in the women's 50-kilogram boxing competition during the 2024 Paris Summer Olympics held in Roland Garros Stadium, Paris, France, by Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin Gonzalez Aurelio, Suarez Dalipe Libanan Marcos Romualdez Yeda Marie and Asidre.
Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1917, resolution congratulating and commending the medal winners and the entire Philippine delegation for their phenomenal and historic performance during the 2024 Paris Summer Olympics by Representative Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Gonzalez Aurelio, Suarez Dalipe, Libanan Marcos, Romualdez Yeda Marie, and Asidre.
The Committee on Rules. Majority Leader, please. Thank you, sir. Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we are in receipt of the Conference Committee report on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 9713 and Senate Bill number 2455 on the Self-Reliant Defense Posture Revitalization Act. Mr. Speaker, I move for the ratification.
Session suspended. Session resumed. Majority Leader, state your motion, please.
Mr. Speaker, we are in receipt of the Conference Committee report on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 9713 and Senate Bill number 2455 on the Self-Reliant Defense Posture Revitalization Act. Mr. Speaker, in accordance with our rules, I move to ratify the said Conference Committee.
There's a motion to ratify said Conference Committee report. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. All those in favor of the Conference Committee report, please say aye. Aye. All those against it, say nay. The ayes have it. The Conference Committee report on the proposed self-reliant defense posture. What's this? Yeah. Act is ratified. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider House Resolution number 1915, and may I ask the Secretary General to read the title of the said resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Resolution 1915, resolution congratulating and conferring the Congressional Medal of Distinction to Nesty Alcaide Petesio for winning the bronze medal for the Philippines in the women's 57-kilogram boxing event during the 2024 Paris Olympics held in Roland Garros Stadium, Paris, France.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of House Resolution 1915 in consolidation with House Resolutions 1901, 1905, 1906, 1911, and 1914.
Thank you, Majority Leader. There's a motion to adopt said consolidation of House resolutions. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those not in favor or against it say nay. The ayes have it. The adoption of said as House Resolution 1901, 1905, 1906, 1911, 1914. In consolidation of this one, 1915. Is hereby adopted. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider House Resolution number 1916, and may I ask the Secretary General to read the title of the said resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Resolution 1916. Resolution congratulating and conferring the Congressional Medal of Distinction to Ira Cordero Villegas for winning the bronze medal for the Philippines in the women's 50-kilogram boxing competition during the 2024 Paris Summer Olympics held in Roland Garros Stadium, Paris, France.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of House Resolution 1916 in consolidation with House Resolutions 1889, 1891, 1895, 1896, 1898, 1909, and 1913.
There's a motion to consolidate House Resolution 1916, stated 1889, 1891, 1895, 1896. All those in favor say aye. All those against it say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 1916 in consolidation of 1889, 1891, 1895, 1896 hereby approved and adopted. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider House Resolution 1917 and may ask the Secretary General to read the title of the said resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Resolution 1917. Resolution congratulating and commending the medal winners and the entire Philippine delegation for their phenomenal and historic performance during the 2024 Paris Summer Olympics.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of House Resolution 1917 in consolidation with House Resolution 1887.
There's a motion to adopt House Resolution 1917 in consolidation with House Resolution 1887. All those in favor say aye. All those against it say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 1917 in consolidation with House Resolution 1887 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, last Wednesday, August 7, 2024, we adopted House Resolution number 1864, congratulating and conferring the Congressional Medal of Excellence to Carlos Edriel P. Yulo for winning 2 gold medals for the Philippines in the men's artistic gymnastics floor exercise finals and vault apparatus finals during the 2024 Paris Summer Olympics held in the Bercy Arena, Paris, France. I move for the consolidation of similar measures, namely House Resolution numbers 1874, 1875, 1878, 1879, 1881, 1882, 1884, 1886, 1888, 1890, 1893, 1894, 1899, and 1907 with House Resolution number 1864. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
There's a motion to consolidate as stated. All those in favor or against it say okay. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion as stated is hereby consolidated and adopted. Thank you. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we adjourn session until 3 p.m. tomorrow, August 13. So moved.
Session adjourned till tomorrow, August 13, 3 p.m.